Hey guys, and what's going on? It's Herblin with a brand new episode of Dwarf Fortress. A couple things have changed since I left you. You might notice that I've been doing a little bit of stuff off camera now, that we're kind of into the nitty gritty bits of the fortress. Don't need to capture every single moment of it on camera anymore, I don't think. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments section, but I think this is a better direction. This way I feel we can get a lot more done on an episode without having to do a bunch of fast forwards and missing out on a bunch of things. And we can take a look at things that are actually happening instead of, kind of waiting and going through, the base building and the basics, which were really great, I think, at the very beginning when that's all so important. But right now we're getting into more detailed works, like more jobs that are taking a lot longer to do. There's a lot of this is me kind of sitting back and watching it, having a cup of coffee at this point. So dwarves are working on the wall. It's coming along great, actually. Got a new section. This is the upper section. This is what we're going to turn into battlements. We're going to carve fortifications in here. We're going to have more bits of wall thrown in here. This is going to be our walking platform, and it's going to come up a little bit higher at certain points, and the dwarves will be able to stand. If you can see where my cursor is, the dwarves are going to be able to stand like here, and oh, why is there mule blood up on the wall? Anyways, they're going to be able to stand up here and shoot through some fortifications here at anybody that it's coming at them. Then there's going to be these random defense turrets of, again, these ballistas. Maybe we'll throw in some catapults. I'm not sure if they're worth it, really, because it's so close to the edge of the map. But it's looking really good. We've got, our gatehouse is coming along. We need one more metal door. We need one more iron door. We just need somebody to haul this one, and then we need one more, and we're going to put that down here. And we've got a gatehouse on the front bridge. Another thing that I've kind of come through and done is linking bridges up to this trigger. So this trigger here is going to open and close this bridge, and this bridge as well. And it's also going to close down the bridge that goes up here. Once we have it made, once we're ready with that, it's going to close the bridge down up here also, which is great. Right now we're just waiting on some dwarves to come up and dig out this section so we can build our little tower here and our little gangplank reaching out across to this platform over here. And that's going to be our way in and out of the fortress from this corner, from the top side. I think that's a good way to do it. I think that should handle our needs and let dwarves in and out to do their gathering and their plant gathering and whatever other garbage they want to go out and do. We've got a lot of finished goods. We had a lot of things that we stole. So we're doing real good. This is our pirate treasure cave. You can see here, these are all things that we took from people. I mean, look at it. We got old shoes and goblets and junk. Oh, a wooden crutch. Amazing, right? Pigtail cloak. Just lots and lots of really odd things that we stole from people. A steel crossbow, actually. I should probably take that. Wow, that's cool. This is a well-crafted steel crossbow and circle of bands of goat horn. On the item is an image of some guy somewhere. Cool as shit, though. Really happy with this amount of treasure. This is going to be stuff that we're going to be selling back. We're going to sell this to the next trade caravan that comes in and start boosting up our reputation a little tiny bit so that we can become a bit more important, so that the next time we attack the elves, we can just start an all-out war with them. I'd like to get somebody besides goblins to fight with is all. And we're still working on our cloth works. Moo is still plugging away at making meals, as always. I think I've said that almost every single episode. That guy is just spamming me with masterpieces. Cool, though. I'm really happy to have him. And yeah, everything's looking great. We have the new catacombs being worked on. That's going to be in here. We've just got to get a couple dwarves to smooth it out. Now that we have 6 idlers, I think I can go ahead and do that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a update on the fortress, let you guys see like what I'm really working on. And I'm going to be skipping through, like I said, I'm going to be skipping through things. I'm not going to be going over every single detail, but we're going to keep working on this wall. I'll show you guys the progress on the wall today. We're going to hopefully see this riverbed fully drained. I know that was kind of the highlight of the last video, seeing like the riverbed's drained. I mean, it's draining, and I'm happy to see that it actually worked. The dam's paid off, the dam has actually worked, and the fortress isn't underwater. That was a big surprise to me. That was a huge surprise. I think we might need to plug up this little channel, but we can easily do that from this tunnel right here. This little stairway here, if you're wondering what that's for, that was how we went, and that's how we used to cross to the other bank before we had a bridge. So I'm going to repurpose this tunnel, and I'm going to use it to dig over right over here, and I'm going to put in like a little wall or something and just block this off from over here because I don't think it's actually doing any good for us. And then we'll still have wherever this opens up to open up the waterfall and the new barracks. I don't know that I'm going to use that very much. It's cool that we have it, but I don't think I'm going to be using it very much. We're waiting on a big floor construction project right now, which isn't underway yet because of the waterfall and the new barracks, because of the mud damage, and now that we have growth in here. Oh my god, can we pick this? Oh my goodness. Oh god, we can. That's hilarious. There's food growing in here. There's food growing in here. Maybe we can just make this into a farm. I know nothing about farming. I've had such a hard time making farms, but this seems to be how I do it. I just flood a room inside, and maybe that's something I should start working on. But not yet. Not yet. Whoa. Okay, no, it's underwater. I was really worried for a moment that... See this, Oh, why is that exposed? Exposed fortification. I should take a look into that and make sure that's not something awful. I thought there was no fortification for a moment, though. That would have been terrifying. But, yeah, anyways, guys, everything's looking really great. We've got our mine system. Let's go check on that. See how far down we've gotten. Probably not very much further. This seems to be a side project of these guys now. Yeah. Oh, you know why they're not going down further? Because I made a huge mistake here. Ooh, I did. Alright, so it goes down here. There's no way back up. Sorry guys, I kind of made a bit of a mistake there. Let's correct my mistake. Make an upward stairway. Make a downward stairway. And upward stairway. And we'll just connect these two. Man, stairways in Dwarf Fortress get super confusing. They are very weird things. But hey, that fixes it. Hopefully we're going to find something underground now. I think that might be why we've had the last 4 episodes nobody's done any digging, and I just clued in that was abnormal. Super abnormal for dwarves. But anyways, guys, yeah, everything's looking great. Let me know what you guys think we should be doing with this fortress as well. If there's something you guys want to see me working on, let me know in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to start on projects that you guys recommend. The library's coming along great. That was actually a comment. That was something that was said in the comments section. Make a library. It's a good long-term investment. And here we go. We have a small library getting worked on. I have a couple of book covers or something being worked on in a craft shop, I think. Got a couple of guys hanging out here. This guy's reading some books. Let's see what this guy has no job. This guy's not doing anything. So we got a couple of homeless bums hanging out in the library, but we've got a couple guys in there reading too. So that's pretty normal, I guess. No, I don't know if that's an issue everywhere. Just our library where I live is kind of plagued to the point where they have to have security kind of go through because people are literally sleeping under tables. It's kind of sad, actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna skip forward here and we're gonna come back when a little bit more of this wall has been built. So I'm just thinking out loud here, but drawing up the plans anyways. So here's our main level. Over here's our new trench system that we have full of water. So we're gonna come down one level. This depressing, ugly, whatever I was doing, bunch of mistakes made zone. And I'm gonna make another mistake possibly. We're gonna dig in a big long hallway along here, okay? Off of this, whatever this is, this hallway here. Big long hallway. I'm gonna stop it here for now because I don't want to connect it to the water quite yet. We're gonna put, once this is all dug out, I'm gonna put a floodgate here and either way, maybe a fortification here and then a floodgate here, or a reversed. Probably the fortification and the floodgate actually, so that nothing can come in and smash the floodgate and just flood our base with it. And then we're gonna dig into this. We're gonna dig in here and then we're gonna flip the switch and, obviously protect this area, and then we're gonna have a backup floodgate here so that the whole fortress doesn't hopefully get entirely flooded. I mean, it might flood the whole fortress if I make a mistake, because this is above everything and that's gonna just go right in on us. But it'll be something to try. And then we can flood these chambers, which hopefully will all end up being dirt. It looks like they will be. And we can use these to grow crops, because our farms on the top side, these farms here, they're not doing so great. But maybe if we flood it with water, we can harvest something there, or at least make mushrooms spawn in there. It'll be interesting to try. It may be the end of us. We might have a bunch of drowned dwarves on our hands. But I'd like to try it. I mean, I'm gonna try it. But if you guys notice something that I'm doing wrong, now's the time to speak up, or here we go. But yeah, like, this looks really cool. This guy's already onto digging it. We've got a couple of idlers coming through, so I'm sure a few more miners will be coming through shortly. Again, we've got a bit of a frame rate loss right now. That should clear up once we get rid of some of the junk laying around the fortress. And yeah, it's always going to be a bit of an issue with the amount of water projects that we have going on. I think it gets a little bit better in the winter, to be honest, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. But yeah, here we go. This looks really great. Like, I'm excited about this. This is a new project. It's been a while since we, had something big going on, so it's good to see. And yeah, treasure chambers are coming along as well. I'm gonna assign a few of these for finished goods, and just dump a bunch of stuff in here. That's gonna kind of kill us on the idlers. Yeah, right now, just boom, right down to 0. So we have a lot of junk that needs to still be hauled from the top side. All this stuff sitting out here needs to come down there. All this stuff laying around on our lawn, all needs to go downstairs. And actually, we should have, yeah, we've got tons more animals too. Wow. So many animals. Some of these are in cages. I'm just going to take them out, because I don't care. I'm going to leave the ones on the chains, like the giraffe and the cougar that are inside. I'm just going to leave those. War leopard we still have. I don't know where it is, though. I should just move it out here. We should chain the war leopard up somewhere. Like right here. In case something gets in, then it has to deal with the war leopard. Leopard will just, murder somebody if they get too close. Or at least, graze somebody slightly. Harm them in a minor, small little way. Wow, it's taken so long. Yeah, but coming back to this, like, I get depressed, I look at the wall, and I'm like, wow, that's not getting done quick enough. But this will be something really cool. That way we can, kind of secure a good amount of crops coming in, because up until now, we've still been relying on going out, and when we have a bunch of idlers gathering plants, and that's not cutting it. We have 120 people living here right now, 120 dwarves living here, rather. And yeah, it's not good. Like, that can't be a sustainable way to keep a fortress running. I don't think that's a great idea. What am I looking for? I am looking for this. No, I am looking for this section. Are we even brewing anymore? Oh, we are. So good. Okay, so we still have plants to brew with. Somebody's still working. Moo's still working on foods, and somebody's still working on raw fish. But I think we could be doing a lot better. We've got potato seeds. Maybe we'll plant potatoes in one of them. We seem to have a lot of those. Potatoes and radish seeds. Other thing too, I'm gonna make smaller patches. When we come here, we see, like, I made pretty big farm plots down here. I'm gonna make little tiny, like, 3x3s, and 3x3s or 4x4s or something to fill this room up. And that way we can assign different crops to each little plot, and we don't have to worry about having a ton of seeds on hand. And if we do, we can just assign the same seeds to multiple different plots. Just gives us a little bit more diversity in what we can be growing, what we can be producing and harvesting, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I think that's going to be the future of our fortress, is sustainable growth, keeping an amount of food on hand. And hopefully with some of the migrants that come in, we'll have enough to make some farmers. I'm not even really comfortable making the absolute girders battle ready right now, because we need these guys on labor duty right now. We need these guys digging and farming and plotting and building walls and all that good junk. maybe I have a little bit too much faith in our main military with the bars of metal, or sorry, the geared battles rather. I have a little bit too much faith with the geared battles, most likely. Ooh, cool! We got a cool iron spear. But the geared battles, like I have a lot of faith in those guys. They've just butchered the crap out of a bunch of goblins that have come in the past. So, like, I think we're safe in their hands. But that's going to be the thing, I think, that will probably bite me in the ass. Like, I have maybe a little bit too much confidence in them. Let's take a look at this iron spear, though. That's kind of cool. What was that called? Iron spear. I must have just went past it. Where is this thing? There we go. Let's get a description of it up here. Ooh, it has so many kills. 6 notable kills and 6 other kills. 12 kills total. Wow. And you have a pretty cool spear. I wouldn't mess with this guy. So it's just a regular exceptional iron spear called Listostar. Gaze Burial is an iron spear with 12 pretty cool kills on it. Actually, let's take one more look at that. Oops, that's not it. Iron spear, sorry. There we go. Notable kills. Fath Wallbridge is the dwarf, an elf, a goblin, a dwarf, and an elf. So those are all people that we robbed. And then the other kills are a dwarf, goblins, humans, and dwarves. Those are just nobody dwarves and goblins. Extras. Red shirts, if you will. Wow, and it's the manager Locum that's done all this killing with it. Something I've also seen is I've got to assign a military commander, an overall commander of everybody, and I may make that Ryokon. He's like the leader of our main militia, but then I have to reassign the entire military around him, and I've kind of been putting that off, so that might be something we do. We need to get those guys fully armed and armored, but I'm a little bit nervous to make somebody the actual militia commander, because from my understanding with this game is you make the militia commander somebody that never goes into combat. You make that somebody that can never die. Otherwise, you're going to run into issues. Once they die, you suffer like a huge morale debuff or something. So I've always made the actual militia commander like just some random guy that never goes out of his office. He's some kind of bureaucrat that hangs out, and maybe he's even like a jeweler on the side or something stupid, because I've never had any actual use for them, and I've made all my prestigious dwarves into military captains. But I might change that. I'm going to look into it a little bit more before I make any drastic changes. But we need somebody to take over as militia commander, and I think that's what I'm going to do. We also got to get a couple. I know there's so much that we have to do. We need a couple more barracks being built, I think, as well. Those topside barracks, these things are really depressing. This is a barracks right here. This is the first barracks we used. Second barracks is right down here. This place is junk. I don't want to train guys in there anymore. I want to move everybody down to this district. Sorry, this district right here. This level. This is like our military. This is our police force. This is like this is the military district, in my opinion. That's what this place has always been. But right now it's, we've got a couple guys training in an old dirt room. Like, why? Why not get everybody like a nice barracks like this? Like, maybe not with a waterfall inside, but something cool. But I'm not going to start on that yet because we have 0 idlers, and I'm just going to delay all the other projects that I'm working on as is. I think we got to kind of focus on one thing at a time, and I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself with that thinking. It's just really depressing. It's really frustrating to see people are still using those old dirt rooms so much. So that's something that we should have moved past by now. But yeah, something to think about. Something to think about for sure. And again, walls, towers. I mean, we've got like a million things going on. And in the meantime, we're also probably just going to have like a massive army show up at some point and just murder us before we get that all done. But I mean, that would be fun right now, right? Killing a couple things. What do we got? We got a giant mole. I just noticed in the activity log that people were hunting, so I wanted to take a look and see what kind of things are people catching here. We've got badgers and giant moles and a couple ravens laying around. Oh, the badger, sorry, that's a wild animal that's caged. We must have caught that thing. Weird. Kind of cool, though. Anyways, that's going to be dinner at some point. Lots and lots of dinner. And how is our butcher shop doing? As long as that's always active. If I can ever find it, everything is such a mess here. Doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Scary. Oh well. And treasure caves are filling up. I think that's going to tie up our idlers for a long time. Treasure caves and walls. But I'm going to call it here for this episode, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Comment if you have any feedback. If you want me to do something in the fortress, if you want me to make you into a dwarf, I can definitely make you into a dwarf. We've made quite a few other people into dwarves in the past. I lose them quite often and they die. So if you want another dwarf, if you've had a dwarf in the past and you want another one added in because you've died at some point, I'd be happy to do that. But anyways, guys, until next time,